everybody, welcome to Bunky's Workshop. I am Bunky and today I'm going to show you how to make pork chops in your pressure cooker. So let me get this out of the microwave. Let me tell you the ingredients. I have 4 bone-in pork chops, okay? These are not the thin, they're medium, so that is that. And I have 1 onion that I have sliced. Okay, you can see where it's all sliced. Nothing fancy. I have some avocado oil. I have onion powder, seasonal, garlic powder, and garlic salt. And I have some pepper. Okay, and I've taken my pork chops and I've cleaned them and I've seasoned them on both sides with these ingredients, okay? I have 1 cup of hot water with 1 chicken bouillon cube in there, which I'm going to mix. There we go. Okay, there we go. Pork chop seasoning and that. I have my pressure cooker. This is the Instapot. I have it on saute normal, and in the pot I have the avocado oil in there, and as you see, it's already hot and ready to go. So what you do when your Instant Pot is hot, you take your seasoned pork chops that have been cleaned and you put them in here. You hear that sizzle? And I might only be able to fit I think I'm only going to do 2 at a time. So what you do is you put them in there and you brown them really well on both sides, okay? And I'll bring it back when they're all brown. Okay, as you can see, they are not cooked all the way through, but they are golden brown. So your next step is going to be take that cup of hot water with the bouillon cube in there, okay? Stir it up really well, and you're going to pour it in the Instant Pot. Be careful, this is hot. So what we're doing now is deglazing the bottom. So take all the good stuff that's on the bottom, and you're just going to get it up. And you'll see it'll slowly come off. Oh, it smells good. It smells so good. And all that stuff, the seasonings and parts of the pork chops, all that stuff that was on the bottom of the pan here, all comes off. So with your bouillon cube and all the stuff that was stuck on the bottom of the pan, you come off, and it really makes a good broth. Okay, it's done. What you're going to do is you're going to take half of the onion and you're going to break it apart and put that at the bottom. Okay, there you go. And then you're going to put your pork chops back in on top of the onion. Just put them around like in a circle. There we go. And put all that good juice back in there. Okay. Then you're going to take the rest of your other onion, the rest of the onion here, and you're going to put that on top. Just break it up all on top of the. Whoops! Dropped a piece on the floor. There we go. And throw that away. There we go. Okay, turn this off. Take your lid, put it on. Make sure it's on seal, that it is sealed. And you're going to go in here to manual, high pressure, 18 minutes. Okay, now if you're doing the thin pork chops, it's 17 minutes. If you're doing the thicker pork chops, like the medium thick pork chops, take it up an extra minute. Okay? So this is going to come up to pressure. It's going to cook for 18 minutes on high pressure, and I'll bring you back when it's done and show you how we're going to make our gravy. Talk to you soon. Okay, welcome back. So they just beeped, so that means they are complete, and they've been in there for 18 minutes under high pressure. Okay, so now we're going to release the pressure. So you take this, and it's releasing the pressure, okay, which is what they call a fast release, okay. And sometimes I get a little impatient, and I take my wooden spoon and I hit the valve. And release all the steam. Because you definitely do not want to open this lid under all that pressure. So don't do it. You know, release all the pressure, let it do its thing, and then move on to your next step. Okay. So now that all the steam has been released, you can take the lid off safely. Just do it slowly. And I'll put this in the sink. Okay, so now you can take your pork chops out. Now they're going to be very, very, very tender, so be gentle with them. Let's see if I can get them out without making a mess. Of course not. So they're very tender. Oh, they smell so good. But you can see I'm pulling them out and they're very tender. I can smell all the seasonings and the onion. There we go. Oops, I almost dropped it on the floor. Can you imagine that? But I did drop an onion on the floor, so give me a second. Can't believe I dropped the onion on the floor. That's okay. Life goes on. So, there we have the pork chops, okay? Put them on the side. And now, with all the drippings that are inside, we are going to make a gravy. So how you do that, you use cornstarch and cold water. Always use cold water when doing this. So how I do it is I take me a mug. Oh, so with this, let me move this over. There we go. So with your Instapot, you're going to put it, turn it off, hit saute on high. Okay, so saute on high temperature. While that's heating back up, in your cup, you're going to put 2 big spoonfuls of cornstarch in your cup. Okay. And then you're going to add about 2 big tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons of cold water, and you're going to mix it until you get a slurry. You don't want it real thick. But basically they say for each tablespoon of cornstarch is a tablespoon of cold water. So as you see, that's what you get. Okay? How do I do this? Okay? So when you look in your pot and you see it start to bubble, you're going to add this slowly while stirring, and this will thicken and make your gravy. So I'm stirring and I'm adding, and you add it until you get to the consistency that you want. Whether you like it thin or thick or however you want it, you add as much of this slurry to get it to what you want. I like it to where it drips off my spoon and not pours off my spoon. And this will make your onion gravy for the top of your pork chops. And if you're going to have mashed potatoes or whatever, this will go right over everything. So that is perfect. And I used about 3/4 of that. And you turn this off, and I'll unplug it. And I'll be right back after I make up a plate for you. Okay, here we go. As you see, I have some mixed vegetables. I have the pork chop. And I have some sweet potatoes. Okay? Let's see. And here's the gravy. And you just pour the gravy over that wonderful, succulent, tender pork chop. And there you go. You have your pressure cooked pork chops all in one pot and your gravy all ready to go. Quick, lickety split, easy. Okay? So it all depends on your pork chop. On the thin pork chops or these pork chops, I would only do like 17 minutes, okay? Or they'll turn into mush. So 17 minutes, take it out of the pot, throw it on a plate with your gravy, your onion gravy, you're ready to go, okay? Thanks for coming along. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and ring that bell so each and every time I upload a video, you will be notified. It's time for dinner. Talk to you soon.